Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Foundry Reviews. Today, it is I, Sly, accompanied by John, for some more Season 2 of Andor, Episode 4. Ever been to Gorman? Have you, Johnny?
Oh, man, I would like to go. There's one thing I keep hearing about Gorman, is those damn spiders.
It's those spiders.
It's those spiders.
Something about them.
Those spiders. Yeah, no, what's happening, guys? And we're back, finally, with another episode. It's been a minute. There's been a lot of... I gotta say, thanks, everyone, for who've been trying to keep up with the series and support and whatnot. As well, I've noticed there was a big a push on some of the first couple episodes we did, so very appreciative on that. Us being late, but there's still plenty. I think it's like the last episode is almost at 90 views and stuff like that, and recently that's been quite good for us. Yeah, so thanks, guys. We appreciate it, as always. But back with another review, trying to catch up a little bit. Another banging episode. They're still kind of moving on that arc, that 3-episode arc, and the 3rd episode kind of being the climax, right?
Yep, yeah. Honestly, I feel like this episode picked up where that one left off very well.
Yes.
I was already very disappointed with the first 3 that we didn't get enough of Bix. And right off the jump, the start of the episode, it focuses on her and her trauma. Because you and I were asking that question. We're like, wasn't she like severely messed up after the whole torture and interrogation things?
I thought her brain was mush, but it seems like that she's slowly recovering, which is like nice though, because it's like they didn't just be like, oh, she's fine now, But like that's I like how they're still working around it and they're still recovering and there's still like a severe like issues because of it afterwards. Like aftershocks, which is really nice, and I'd say
you come to
quite
find
realistic.
out she has like these nightmares that like she almost wakes up from and is actively engaged in real life. It's as she's having visions. Yeah. Oh my god, it was cool. It was grim, especially because it kind of tied into Andor himself.
Yes, correct me if I'm wrong.
And I was like,
but didn't she have kind of wasn't she grilling him about a specific issue as well? Yeah,
she was kind of laying into him about like, hey, like you did this because of this, and he's like, what does it matter? It doesn't really matter why I did it. Like all that matters is it's done. And for her,
I respect Andor for being so like just Cassian for being so fucking just like hard, being like the objective is the objective, He keeps it so he seems like he keeps it so separate from Bix as well, even though they're so commingled and tangled together. But we could see like Coruscant from a really cool angle, and just like in this very first scene. And throughout the first episode, we kind of get a slummy, kind of dark vibe, underground look just from the apartment, even though it's like not dealing with anything illegal necessarily, but it's a cool...
It's just not in the affluent kind of district.
Yeah, it's not bright and beautiful structuring and stuff like that. We kind of see like a little like kind of scummy little convenience store, and I really like their little apartment. It's kind of spooky, a little bit. It just
I was a fan of it too. Especially that whole debate about like, hey, we're here enough. We should start to make it more comfortable. We should
more
make
home
this
and stuff.
Home. And I don't think he wants that whatsoever.
Yeah, because my man Andor is on the fucking run non-stop. The dude's got issues as well.
He doesn't want to get comfortable, and her, when she does get comfortable, she starts relapsing with these nightmares, so to speak.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it was great seeing. We saw a bit of Cyril as well. They kind of pulled the rug out from under us a little bit there.
Yeah. Cyril was my favorite thing about this episode, actually. I was pretty fond of like actually following him and seeing like, okay, what kind of plot line do you have going on? What do you have going on for yourself? Because he always seems like he's just serving at Deidre's behest,
I mean, I feel like he is always looking to be a part of something bigger or to be a follower,
Yes.
He's just an oblong puzzle piece that can't seem to like quite fit anywhere his entire life, it seems. And it was funny hearing the conversation of
between him and his mom.
Yeah, then you had like the rebel people like in Gorman listening in, and they're like, man, this mom's a fucking bitch.
For real,
she's insufferable. And she's just tearing him down because he's in Gorman. And she's like, why are you even there? It's a waste of time. You're set out there to pasture to die off. Your career's dead because you took this job. And when he knows something completely different, and the whole thing is like that they're like, it's like they're baiting, the people of Gorman, the rebels or the kind of people underground who have the issue with the Imperial authority there, which is really interesting,
Yeah.
This is crazy
Yeah, no, that
because
was-
like 2 decades ago, Sly, we would never get any of this kind of stuff from Star Wars. Like, ever.
Hell no. No. It was literally just like, hey, it's a romance in space. There's a war. Call it a day. This is so much more gritty, and I think street level.
Yeah, it's so
seeing how
detailed,
the
too.
like the natives are affected in this intergalactic, empire, or like when their world's getting colonized for some bullshit reason. We haven't really gotten to actually see that.
It's really cool too because like we've known about the Rebel Alliance since the 1980s, and coming up with knowledge, but it's like it's so interesting to see like the nitty-gritty details of like the foot soldiers getting the shit done and like how it starts, and how it turns into an actual like rebellion, and of just people who just trying to slowly take, they just have issues, where they're doing like public speaking and stuff like that, and everyone's kind of afraid to make the first step because they don't want to be like persecuted, kind of thing like that, when there was a big community meeting, and you and I talked about this for a second off screen as well, but like the really interesting kind of the cultural dynamic that Gorman has, but I think it's like heavily inspired kind of like a French artistic artisan like kind of vibe that I'm getting from them, which is kind of cool.
100%. Definitely I can feel that. I hate to use the word, but it feels like the proletariat and the bourgeoisie.
What is that?
It's the Communist Manifesto, and it's about the like French Revolution.
Oh, really?
It's about how like the middle or like lower middle class,
like Marie Antoinette French Revolution.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? Especially like when in that assembly, you see the passion about how they're building this, blah blah blah. This is a sacred land for us. You don't know anything about it. And then the lead speaker's like, hold on, I actually don't know anything about it. It's like, oh my god, did someone accidentally like give the keys to Gorman like to someone else without actually getting all the information?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Is there actually corruption here?
Yeah, corruption, or like what they were talking about. Ferrix, was that the Andor's original planet? Like,
Ferrix.
In Merva's speech, she says like we took their money. We allowed them to use our trade routes. We let them in. We opened the door. It's our fault. That we let them in, and we let them take over. To just survive. Just being on the outer rim. So who knows what kind of degree it was. But I mean, Ciro's mom made it seem like it was a huge pushover place, and then like it's a waste of time. Like, oh, there's no rebel like influence here or anything like that. But it's interesting, like because like the Empire is always compared to like SS, and a lot of like Germany during World War II, and which is really interesting because it's kind of like almost like pre-World War II kind of French vibes with the Gorman community and stuff.
It's one of my favorite things is seeing how the Empire is compared to the SS and Axis Germany. You're right, but then the Rebel Alliance is compared to the Vietnamese people.
Yes, because I think
Vietnamese rebels.
yeah, because Star Wars is pretty much based, like I think it's influenced or inspired by the Vietnam War straight up. Right? I think.
Heavily. Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I think I read that. I myself haven't tried to fucking like look into the actual like comparisons or like the details of it, but I mean it's interesting though. But also the Gorman language as well, like it's so suave, so I could it makes it feel French to me, I don't know French of course, but it just feels so suave and just kind of so classy and stylistic that it just really differentiates itself from a lot of other like planets and cultures in Star Wars, which is really insane to do because it's just like, hey, it's a planet, and it's not like it's not your typical white people Christian kind of like Catholicism like kind of society,
This one has spiders.
Yeah, it's got spiders. It's got spiders. We put that spider on that cross, and he died for our fucking sins.
He weaved webs for all of us.
Spider Jesus. It's like, oh Jesus. That's fucking funny.
Oh god. But
Lord. That's good shit. We saw a reoccurring character from Star Wars. He made his season 2 debut.
Hell yeah, baby.
We got Mr. Forrest Whitaker. We saw Saul Guerrera, that crazy
Saw
motherfucker.
Guerrero.
Yeah.
I think this is before he's like tweaking out from the Rhydonium.
Yeah.
Because like, don't get me wrong, he was still sniffing that stuff like
Yeah,
it was
he
like
seems just
pure
kinda
crack
off.
rock.
He makes me feel uncomfortable, you know, or I don't trust him.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not crazy like you said, but like he still gives me like uncomfortable, unstable vibes though.
Anytime I see Luthen and I see him, I'm like, these are two men that are just so passionate and maybe a little too over the top in their methods, but that was needed for the Rebel Alliance.
Dude,
and these guys are like, yeah, they're the like founding fathers of that shit.
Sometimes they make me think like they're the villains, you know?
Yes.
It's kind of like crazy because sometimes it makes me feel like it makes you question like, are we the good guys here?
You forget who to root for, but then you see the Empire again. You're like, oh, okay, oh, wait,
Yeah,
wait.
absolutely.
But then you're like, hold on, they're kind of losing themselves in this war.
Absolutely, yeah. Like,
Especially, what's his name? I mean, Saw Gerrera is unhinged as hell. If at the moment the Clone Wars went south with his sister, dude just was like, nah, I'm radical. And Luthen, the Saw Gerrera lore.
yes, I was gonna ask what specifically happened with the sister if you have.
In the Clone Wars, I think season 5, there's a plot line where the Jedi can't intervene with this one planet that's kind of had like their leader overthrown, and they've like thrown in this different one for the Separatist, alliance, etc. And so, without breaking treaties, they inadvertently train people on the planet to like defend themselves, like freedom fighters.
Yeah, kind of.
And they train Saw and his sister and Max Bonteri. And Max Bonteri is like Ahsoka's love interest at the time.
Okay.
Sorry, Lux Bonteri. He was a separatist. And it's like a 4-episode plot line, and essentially things are going well. They save their planet. They get the king or whatever back in place. And unfortunately things go south, and Saw's sister dies. And she ends up becoming a martyr for their people. And from that moment on, he's just so bitter because she was the level-headed one between the two of them. And in her absence, he's like, I need to get results any way I know how. And she's not there to keep him in check. Steela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw Gerrera, we saw him working with Willman a little bit there. Again, you get to see just kind of like the nitty-gritty details in between of like how the Rebel is going to work, the almost like the day-to-day operations of them trying to get stuff done. Also, nice little appreciate a little backstory there on Saw Gerrera. Thank you. You said that was season 5 of the Clone Wars?
I believe so, yeah.
I don't remember the name. You said Lux. That didn't sound like
Lux
familiar.
Bonteri,
Yeah.
yeah.
Separatist boyfriend sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
To me. And then yeah, we have the confirmation that Deidre and Cyril are kind of working together, which is weird because I'm pretty sure like Cyril was kind of fired by the Empire, but I don't know if she kind of got him a job,
She low-key swept him up because I think at the end of season 1, he makes that pitch to her, like, if you stick around here, like, because she's after that white whale Andor.
Yeah.
She's literally Ahab chasing Moby Dick, and she's gonna die in a burning inferno if she ever succeeds at catching him, unfortunately.
Well,
and I think his solution to that was, let me be your gopher for you.
And the same thing was like, he is also chasing the white whale, and that's why he's got such a big, like, part of him missing, that's why I feel like he's searching for something so he can feel more fulfilled and shit.
He's so morally, like, he wants to do right by the book. He doesn't want to do right by like ethics.
Yeah, which
he
is
wants
weird
to do
because-
like by the law.
It's like, I feel like when it's weird because it's like he's on the Empire side, but if this man, I feel like if he had the whole picture, he would have a different opinion,
Oh, 100%. I think honestly he'd be on the other side.
I think that I could be wrong, maybe I should go back and watch season 1 again or something, but like from what I've seen recently, because I think I'm an episode or 2 ahead of you, but like I feel like he could be turned, honestly.
Yeah. I like to think so. I think if there's salvation or like redemption for any characters here, I think he might be one of the scant few that it's not too late for them to change their outcome.
Right.
Andor, he's definitely, in the process of making his bed. Luthen's already sold the farm, and then Saw Gerrera goes without
sold
speaking.
the farm.
Yeah.
That's funny. We had a little bit of Mon Mothma kind of going around doing like a political outreach, working for the Senate, just kind of talking to people. And it's like, we've got to help Gorman, it's type of shit like that. But
and they're all saying like, nah, we're not getting involved in that.
It reminded me a lot of like 10-foot pole, baby. Yeah, they don't want.
Yeah, it reminded me of like when Naboo had like that embargo on them, and they were kind of like the blockades and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't imagine a lot of other planets were rushing to help Naboo at that time either.
Because Naboo was kind of posh as well, weren't they?
It was, yeah. It was a very bougie, and that was the argument, remember, between the Gungans and the Naboo. They're like, we don't mess with them. Like, they're all hoity-toity, and they think they're so superior because they live on land.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, like, I feel like behind the scenes, we never got to see that about Naboo. But here we're seeing it with Gorman because everyone talks about, oh, Gorman has, like, the finest silks or whatever from these spiders, like, across the galaxy. Cool. But why is nobody like jumping at the opportunity to say, hey, like we should actually help them because it sounds unfair what's happening to them?
Yeah, it's no one thinks that the aristocrats are gonna have some kind of issue or anything like that,
Yeah.
But I really like this episode. I think it really set up really well. Like it's nice to see Cassian and Bix together quite a bit and their relationship develop or kind of unravel. It's you don't really know which way it's really heading just yet because it's on the rocks, because she's going through a lot and he's trying to get her to settle down and be at home, but it's just kind of like he's doing that for her best interest, but it's like I feel like she's not quite sure where she fits into his life or just in general just yet,
Agreed.
Because she's not healed yet. It's just
I'm still trying to figure out with the way the episode ends. I don't know if I gotta get into spoiler territory, but I thought she was offing herself.
Yeah, it's just it's very. You can definitely get the moment of like Freebird playing where she's on the ledge, kind of like Forrest Gump style kind of thing like that.
Yeah, I was like, either she's hitting the sauce or she's actually like, I'm over it. I was like, damn, I don't. And then it just faded to black, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, it's iffy with her quite a bit, but it's interesting as fuck though. I love it. I'm heavily
I'm a big
into
fan of it.
Yeah. I love the fucking show. I think we hit like all of our big points right there,
We did.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with Gorman. I love the culture. I love the people. I love this the seeds they've planted, and I'm waiting for them. I'm waiting for the people to fight back. I'm waiting for the Empire to take over a little bit more and to drop some more little piece of candies for them to pick up along the way, to trick them.
Hell yeah.
It's such a fucking great show. And every episode I watch, it just makes me double down. I'm like, this is objectively the critically best live action Star Wars. I love Phantom Menace till the day I die, but like, fuck me, Andor is so good too. And the thing I love about Phantom Menace is the politics they involve with it, and I feel like it's almost kind of like smarter Star Wars. Because obviously the first episode 4, 5, 6, it's fantasy in space. I think that's what everyone calls it.
It is the space opera, literally at face value. Yeah.
And I feel like after Phantom Menace, they kind of change tunes a little bit, and they get a little bit smarter with it, and they get like almost kind of a grounded like thing instead of being like, oh, you killed my father, that's why I'm hunting you, and it goes to like an actual like disagreement of governments and peoples and whatnot. So it's and
even then, like
justified.
amidst that like galactic war, there still is oddly enough like a period of peace among these planets.
Yeah,
and I feel like 4, 5, and 6, that isn't a thing. It's the illusion of peace
because no one
of the
wants
Empire.
War. No one can afford war. So like that's why like everyone's just kind of playing. Everyone they're walking on eggshells. Even the Empire's walking on eggshells because they don't want the entire like Senate to turn against them and realize what they're doing, because they're doing some fucking shady shit, because they don't want war and they don't want like interruptions and they don't want rebellions and other planets seeing that like there's chinks in the armor, so to speak, kind of thing. And it's so fucking cool. It's so smart, dude. And it makes me so excited, and also gets me really mad and frustrated because like Star Wars can be so fucking good
when it chooses to be.
Yeah, when it chooses to be, when they're right for it. Anyways, let's drop a number on it. I want to give this one a 8, I guess.
I was thinking 8. I was like, I don't want to go too high, but I think a 7 is disrespectful.
It's a solid episode. Well. Yeah, it's a solid, and it keeps it going.
Yep.
Yeah, but hey, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to drop some support for the slugs, and keep an eye out for episode 5 of our Andor reviews. But we'll see you later on the next Foundry video. But until then, bye, slugs.
See ya.